Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Waddles, and welcome to List Week. Every year, near the end of the year over here, we do a week full of videos just like this one. Today, we kick it off with 1.20. Since Minecraft Live, that happened 2 months ago now, 1.20 has expanded. If you've been out of the loop, this is the video for you. If you've been into the loop, but you're just hyped for the new update like me, then this is also the video for you. Let's zoom in, feature by feature, and take a look at everything in 1.20 right now. We begin our big 1.20 adventure, actually, in 1.19.3, and on the title screen. You see, this is tricky. Now, I wasn't sure if this really counts as 1.20, but I'm gonna go ahead and include it here. We have a new way of doing things. In the menu screen of the latest Minecraft main update, 1.19.3, if you go into a create a new world screen and check out data packs, what is this? Intriguing and intriguing. If you like everything that you see in today's video, this is something that you need to add to your world, and if you just like the most beautiful thing of all time, add this thing too. Hit proceed, then make that world. Great news, if you're into the 1.20 update, inside of Minecraft 1.19.3, with those features enabled in your world, you can actually check out the new features right now. Even better, not only can you check out the new features right now, but like, a lot of these things are pretty polished. Like, they're kind of feeling essentially finished. Believe it or not, with this one, Java has actually copied Bedrock Edition because that's kind of how things have been going for a long time. On Bedrock Edition, if you turn on the next major update toggle, you get those experimental 1.20 features. Going forward, this is how things are going to be done. There's going to be more Minecraft updates like 1.19.3, and those minor updates might change a few older things to like 1.19.3 did with the Vex, but also experimental features. Parts of the next update might be included in future updates. So before you make a new world, consider testing out these new features. They're great. Next up, our very first actually new feature of the day, the brand new, the beautiful looking hanging sign item, or hanging sign. Yeah. The theme of Minecraft 1.20 is still top secret, it's unknown, but we do know that in 1.20, the devs are focusing on storytelling and, like, representation. To better represent signs across the entire game, we have a brand new expensive recipe. Look at this thing right here. 2 chains and stripped logs, like, literally stripped logs. You get 6 signs. Now, sure, I mean, 6 signs is great, it's wonderful, but stripped logs. Ouch. Why didn't they use planks for this? Why? So in the crafting table, go ahead and place those expensive ingredients, and you'll get yourself 6 of the brand new hanging sign item. By far, the most beautiful sign in the game. Now the hanging sign, as you would probably expect, it'll come in every single wood color, but it also comes in 3 different variants too. Variant number 1 has this interesting looking pole item at the top. Aside from being a solid item that you could definitely walk on top of, this pole item is really useful in design because, I mean, there's nothing like it. Take a look at this simple fence that I just threw together. I mean, really, it's not much, but like, maybe on a bigger scale or heck, even on like a small scale, but on a farm? Yeah, this is the move. The second version of every single hanging sign that exists in the game is found when you hang a sign off of a solid block. Because the sign is hanging off of a solid block, you don't need that top pole thing or anything like that. You've already got the solid block. And finally here, to get the final version of the hanging sign, you're gonna need something a little bit smaller. Maybe like this wall right here. Hang a sign off of a wall, and you'll get this version. Interestingly, to get this version, you could also consider hanging a sign off of a hanging sign, and you could rotate them too. The hanging sign is going to be absolutely amazing for decorating your world. It looks so good. So friends, in honor of this year's List Week, let's play a little game. We got a like goal of 5,000 likes on this video. If we can smash it, if we can smash it, I will be extraordinarily grateful and happy. Leave a like and let's talk about a camel. Explore your local desert for long enough, and if you're lucky, eventually you'll come across one of these things. These things are exactly how you get the brand new mob coming in 1.20, the camel. The camel is like basically the horse, but like upgraded a bunch. It's so cool. Now, as of right now, you will find 1 camel generating in every single desert village, but they're not like cats. 1 camel will spawn here, and that's it. With that in mind, that means when you find one of these things, you're either going to want to saddle that thing up right away and ride it off into the sunset, or if you don't have a saddle quite yet, find a cactus nearby, hold the cactus, and lure the camel to somewhere where you can secure it, so you don't like lose it later. I don't know, put it inside of one of the buildings somehow. It's up to you. From the absolutely adorable baby camel that is super tiny to some pretty interesting yeeting mechanics, the camel is interesting. But by far, the most intriguing and probably useful mechanic of the camel is this one right here. Check this out. In the desert, there's a husk right there and it sees me. If I'm on top of the camel, like I am right now, it will never be able to hurt me. Why does this work like this? Oh, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, look at how tall the camel is compared to the husk. It just can't reach you when you're up on top of the... it can't reach you when you're on top of a standing camel. It's pretty great. This is actually super useful inside of the nether, in like a simple gold farm, or just in general, inside of the overworld, when you're trying to explore. The camel's gonna be great. But the camel isn't the only new rideable thing in the game in 1.20. So, of course, we've all heard of our good friend the boat. It's amazing. Likely, we've all heard of our great dear friend, the chest boat is beautiful. Maybe you have not heard of the brand new raft item coming to the game in Minecraft 1.20. Look at this thing. Oh, so beautiful. Made out of the planks of a block that we haven't talked about quite yet, the raft is going to be Minecraft's next big transportation. As you would likely expect, just like a boat, the raft belongs in the water. You put this thing in the water and it'll go fast. It actually goes just as fast as a boat. Like, it's literally identical. However, aesthetically, definitely not identical. It's way more open, and actually sits a little bit higher up than a boat. Like, check this out. We have a raft sitting right there. We have a boat sitting right there. When you sit in the boat, you're down here, and then when I move over to the raft, I actually, like, move up a little bit. I don't know if you could tell there. It's kind of interesting. This makes me wonder about farms. Maybe, like maybe this would be a little bit more useful inside of, like, a farm or something? I don't know. If you design farms, consider it. Maybe it's useful. If you don't design farms, no biggie. Go to the crafting table, combine the raft with a chest, and oh my gosh, this is the most romantic item of the game. Look at this thing. It's like chest boat, but like, it's open now.
It's even better.
Aside from the aesthetic difference and the height difference, what do you think? Do you think the devs should make the raft a little bit different? Like, maybe it has a different speed than the boat? Tell me about it down below. So far, when it comes to 1.20, we've been focused on the overworld, but it looks like this update won't only be about the overworld. For this next one, we need to go to the nether. However, that's not the only thing we need to do. Before we go to the nether, we need to get ourselves a charged creeper, and actually try and bring this thing with us to the nether. This next thing we're going to talk about is maybe going to be one of the hardest things to get in the entire game. Yikes. Once we've made it into the nether with our brand new charged up friend, we're gonna need to lure this thing over to a piglin somehow. Now, this is gonna be a little bit tricky, but like, please sir, stand still. It won't hurt a bit. Go ahead and do that, and then when you take the piglin out with that thing, brand new mob head right over here. I swear there should be two, but I mean, I guess I'll take one. The Piglin mob head is the newest addition to the Minecraft 1.20 update, and it's also easily, like I said, one of the hardest things to get in the entire game. Take a Piglin out with a charged creeper though, get this mob head, put it on your head and walk around, and the ears actually move around with the mob head. The attention to detail is chef's kiss with this one. It's so good. But it doesn't stop there with that mechanic. We can actually take it one farther. We likely have all heard about Ender Dragon Head on the redstone block that talks. Well, the ears of the Piglin head on the redstone block, they wave in the wind too. Look at this thing. It's so cool. A very interesting thing about this Piglin mob head though is thinking about the theme, representation, storytelling, you know, things like that. How does that fit into that theme? Maybe 1.20 is going to reach farther than we even know. Keep that Piglin head with you though, because you're gonna need it for this next one. So the note block. It's an interesting block. If you place it down, depending on what it's on top of, it'll make a different sound. For example, we put it on the hay block, we get a banjo, or one of my favorites, we put it on the emerald block, we get this bit sound. I love that one. Typically, if I were to put anything on top of the note block, it would be silent. It mutes it. However, in 1.20, with the help of mob heads, everything is changing. One of the easiest ones to pull off in survival is going to be this one. Oh, it's evil. It's so evil. You could easily use this for some kind of evil, twisted prank. Especially this one. Oh, no. Oh, no. As part of the Minecraft 1.20 update, if you place any mob head that is in the vanilla game on top of a note block and play that note block, you're going to get that mob's ambient sound. Now, of course, you can play these note blocks with redstone, which means you don't need to, like, interact with the block or something. Instead, theoretically, all you need to do is hook this up to a secret pressure plate and... And there you go. You have like the easiest prank in the world. And with the use of data packs, you are now able to load any sound that you would like in the world into a mob head. Then you could load this thing, hit the note block right there, and it'll play that sound. This could be a pretty cool Easter egg you can set up relatively easily on your server. For this next one, here we are on the biggest empty beach that I could find. 100% distraction free, because this next thing, this is one of the most advanced things in the entire game. The Chiseled bookshelf is making its way to Minecraft in 1.20. For starters, the Chiseled bookshelf is a bookshelf that actually works. That's right, finally, you can actually put books inside of a bookshelf. Originally, you had to fill the bookshelf in this order, but that's not like that anymore. You can now actually fill this bookshelf in any order that you want. Now, when we hook this thing up to a comparator, depending on what book we interacted with last, it's going to output a redstone signal. This redstone signal will be equal to whatever book you interacted with last. So check this out. If I go ahead and do a little bit of setup work over here, some redstone lamps, redstone lines, and then maybe interact with this one, the signal jumps all the way up to there right there. Now, of course, like you might know, you could use this redstone signal for some kind of super cool secret door or something like that. But that's not all. The Chiseled bookshelf, it now actually interacts with hoppers too. If I put something inside of a hopper, the Chiseled bookshelf will actually pick it up. Look at this. With a mechanic like this, it's already shaping up to be interesting, and as you would probably expect, if you have a hopper below it, it'll actually pull the books out of it too. This is pretty cool. If you have a dropper next to this thing and then have books inside of the dropper and power that dropper, the dropper will actually interact with this thing as well, being able to transfer books into it too. The Chiseled bookshelf is one of those features that just keeps evolving and evolving, and honestly, maybe it needs an Everything series episode or something. If you're into the Chiseled bookshelf, keep your eyes out, because later on in List Week, I've got a really cool video with a contraption that uses this thing, and you need it in your world. Everything in Minecraft 1.20 right now. Everything we know about Minecraft 1.20 right now. Those are two completely different topics. For this video, I decided to go with the topic of everything in 1.20, but everything we know about 1.20 could be covered as well by adding the Sniffer into the conversation. Unfortunately, not officially in the Minecraft Java snapshots or Bedrock previews quite yet, but coming soon. We know for sure that the Sniffer will be included in the Minecraft 1.20 update. As of right now, there isn't too much that we know about the Sniffer. I imagine this thing is a cross between the Ravager and the Strider though. For those of you who have been around for at least a couple months, you might remember that the Sniffer is the newest mob vote winner, and the Sniffer absolutely blew the competition out of the water this time. Not only is the Sniffer going to be the first dinosaur-like mob in Minecraft, but it's also going to bring a new life to the ocean ruin structure. Because if you want a Sniffer, check this out. It's just like Gem, you're gonna have to go into the ocean, find a ruin, and then hopefully find one of these eggs inside of the chest. Bring it back over to a beach, let it hatch, and then voila. Unlike the Ravager, but definitely like the Strider over here, we know that the Sniffer is going to come with a baby variant as well. And we also can assume that the Sniffer is going to be absolutely gigantic too. So technically, not inside of Minecraft 1.20 quite yet, but it is the only other feature that isn't in the game that is 100% confirmed to be in this update. So I figured I'd throw it in this video. Let's take a second to talk about seeds. When it comes to seeds in the game, we've got the normal seed, we've got the pumpkin seed, the melon seed, and the beet seed. And of course, we've got the ancient seed as well. Wait, what? No, we don't. Wait, did somebody say Sniffer? Okay, back on the Sniffer for one more second. Check this thing out. It lays down, it sniffs a little bit, it digs down into the ground, and then it pulls out ancient seeds. Then we take the ancient seeds, we plant them, and we get some kind of ancient plant. Previously lost to time somehow. Just like the Sniffer that we just finished talking about, this is another one of those mechanics that hasn't quite made it to the game yet, but it is 100% confirmed to be part of the 1.20 update. And those are all of the things that we know about 1.20 that aren't here quite yet. Let's take a look at one final giant feature. Bamboo is a plant that's been in the game since, I think, Minecraft 1.14 now. It's been around for a while. It also is a plant that is so cool and interesting that it actually gets its own biome too, the bamboo jungle biome. Friends, take a seat, because this might be the best Minecraft 1.20 feature of all so far. It's so good, it's so big too. Bamboo gets a huge upgrade inside of Minecraft 1.20. In the 1.20 update, brand new green log. That's right, green log finally, the bamboo log, and then also a stripped version of this log too. Now, of course, we can take these logs, craft them down into planks right here, or stairs, or of course slabs as well. But no, that's not all. It keeps going. With bamboo, the devs have done something completely different. Check this patterned block out. This is bamboo mosaic. You could actually take slabs or planks or...
I don't remember the recipe.
Okay, so you craft the bamboo block like that, that's great. Then we put this over here, we could break it down a little bit like that. Then we could go ahead and make the slabs like that, and then right here, oh, that's it. With the slabs, place at the crafting table just like that, you get bamboo mosaic. Now, bamboo mosaic, you can also turn it into stairs or slabs if you wanted to. Just like you would expect, with the bamboo block family, we got the signs too. The brand new hanging sign, the classic sign. It looks really, really good. We also have different sounds. Listen. I don't know if you can tell, but it sounds a little bit more like, in my opinion, like trampolini or something. I always love to see what the devs do with the brand new door, and this is what they've done this time.
It looks really, really good. And
it's very yellow. With the fence small build hack, look at this thing. One fence, maybe tower it up a little bit, and you've got green bamboo. You've also got dried out dead yellow bamboo. That's sweet. Fences, fence gate, pressure plates, and the beautiful, oh so beautiful trap door. Bamboo has a brand new block family, which means you need to build a bamboo farm like right now. Build it in your world and let it run, because this stuff, it's gonna be so good for building, and it's actually gonna be perfect for raft making too. Everything in Minecraft 1.20 as of 1.19.3. That's it. So what do you think? So far out of the confirmed features, what 1.20 thing is your favorite? Let me know down below. Throughout the rest of this week, there will be more list-style videos, so definitely keep your eyes out for that. I want to send a big thank you to my patrons, Tanner B, Austin B, Andrew H, Gabriel Y, and Paul P. And thank you all so much for the support. I appreciate you. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been me, Waddles. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.